Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the inauguration ceremony of the newest club of Students' Welfare Board, the Substance Abuse Awareness Club. We will begin the event by a few words of welcome by Ms. Guwahati, VP Students Gymkhana Council.
A very good morning to one and all. A warm welcome to Professor T.G. Sitaram, Honorable Director, IIT Sri Rakesh Chandraji, Zonal Director, Narcotics Control Bureau, Guwahati, Ms. Sagarika Nath, SP Sundarghar, Institute dignitaries, and to all my dear fellow students. I welcome you to the inaugural ceremony of the Substance Abuse Awareness Club on the International Day Against Substance Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. 26th June of every year is noted as the International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking to demonstrate our determination to resolve the issue of drug abuse. And today here we are to talk about its impact specifically on the youth. Since this disease of drug abuse can easily percolate through any society, tackling this problem becomes very difficult. Taking an action and punishing those involved in drug abuse is only a part of the solution. Along with that, giving awareness about the ill effects of drugs, showing examples of recovered people, motivating to make a change, and rehabilitation constitute the key part of the solution. And this is the aim of this club. This is the aim of the Substance Abuse Awareness Club. Can you please, some noise is coming? Yeah. So a long time back, I used to believe that changing someone's mind is near to impossible. And it is extremely difficult to change someone's ideology, beliefs, or thoughts, or habits. Especially if someone is very strongly addicted to something, I used to think that any attempt to recover them from their addiction will only give short-lived results. But as counter-examples to that, I have seen the stories of many people who have battled with themselves and could recover from their addictions. But many times, for someone to be successful, it is not just him or her. A long time back, but also their friends and family, changing someone's mind is near to impossible. The loneliness and the lack of support, it is extremely difficult even succumb to change someone's ideology, beliefs, not just thoughts or habits, or the student especially if someone is very strongly addicted to something. But I should the community as a whole, any attempt to recover them from their addiction, if we make small attempts to help counter-examples to that, have seen the stories of many people classmates to come out with addiction themselves, then these small attempts aggregate and make a big change. Many times, I hope someone to understand it is not just him or her a long time back, but also as a friends and family, changing someone's mind is near to loneliness and the lack, and it is extremely difficult even as a student someone's ideology. It is often very sad to see the cases or the student someone's career is very strongly addicted or their family deeply the community or their any attempt to recover them from their addiction. I hope that regular small successful to sensitizing our community have seen the effectiveness of many classmates to come out of addiction. I sincerely thank all for their attempts for creating a progress many times against a prominent. I hope someone to be once again welcome the inaugural ceremony of the Awareness Club, and thank you all for giving my opportunity to loneliness and the lack, and it is extremely difficult even as a student someone's ideology. It is often very hard to see the cases or the student someone's career is very
Now I would like to invite Professor V. Venkatarajan, Dean Students Affairs, to speak a few words.
Them from their addiction. I hope they make regular small successful to sensitizing our community have seen the effectiveness of many classmates to come out of addiction. I sincerely thank all for their attempts for creating a progress many times against a prominent. I hope someone to be once again welcome inaugural ceremony of the Awareness Club, and thank you all for giving my opportunity to
Honorable Director,
and it is extremely difficult even as a student it is often very hard to see the
Deputy Director,
Now I would like to invite Professor V. Venkatarajan, Dean Students Affairs, to
today's
speak a few words.
speakers,
I hope they make regular
Sri Rakesh Chandraji, and Zonal Director, Narcotics Control Bureau, Guwahati, and Ms. Sagarika Nath, SP from Sundarghar, Odisha, Deans, Associate Deans, my colleagues at SCA, Deputy Director, Professor Amresh, Dalal, today Professor Sonali and other chairmen of all various boards, faculty, Mr. Sai Suman, Director President, Gymkhana, Guwahati, Mr. Aman, General Secretary, Welfare Board, and their student friends. What is that? So, Dean, good morning, Associate Dean. It is my great pleasure to invite you all to the inauguration Professor Amresh Substance Abuse Awareness Club, and today International the International Day against drug abuse and illicit trafficking. Mr. Aman, as you know, all Secretary, about 26th June is observed as International Day against drug abuse and good morning, Associate Dean. It is my great pleasure to invite you all. It is an initiative of the inauguration to Awareness Club, rise the and today substance abuse and trade is the International Day. Drug is recognized as a global challenge to combat drug abuse in India. As you know, raising awareness about narcotic use is observed as Control Bureau against drug abuse. Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India proposed to conduct the inauguration today and to follow up of the Government India proposal, and of course the Zonal Narcotic Bureau has taken initiative and also have communicated to all the institutions and other among the IIT and other institutions. And here the overall theme is share facts, drugs save lives. So that the Substance Abuse Awareness Club at IIT Guwahati aim to have substance-free healthy society. We wish to organize seminars, workshops to increase more and more. Sanitize the community, mostly the students' friends, and also through this club, as our VP said, Sai Suman, we would achieve much more results. Of course, much more reach to much more results to reach the every corner of the students to aware about this substance abuse. With this, I would like to take this opportunity to convey my sincere thanks to our director, sir, for his constant support, and also I thank both the speakers, Sri Suklaji and Ms. Nath, for sparing their valuable time and giving consent to participate in this program. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Dasu, for your kind words. Now, I would like to ask our Honorable Director, Sir, Professor Dr. T.G. Sitaram, to make some opening remarks.
Namaste. Very good morning to all of you. I'm very happy to be here to inaugurate the Substance Abuse Awareness Club. Distinguished Sri Rakesh Chandra Shuklaji, Zonal Director of Narcotics Control Bureau, Guwahati, and Ms. Sagarika Nath, SP, Sundargarh, Odisha, today's speaker, and Professor Dasu, Dean Student Affairs, Professor Amresh Dalal, Associate Dean Student Affairs, Mr. Sai Sumant, Vice President, Student Gymkhana, Mr. Aditya Pandey, who is anchoring this program today, Professor Sonali Chauhan, Chairperson, Welfare Board, and all my colleagues, faculty, students. Very good morning to all of you. Very happy to be here to inaugurate this Substance Abuse Awareness Club. Some of you might remember in July 2019 itself, I made it very clear to all the students when I was addressing Substance abuse is a serious disease, actually. The General Assembly at the United Nations in December 1987 designated 26th June as an International Day against drug abuse and illicit trafficking, to strengthen our action and cooperation to achieve the goal of the world free of drug abuse. On this important day, IIT Guwahati would like to join hands with the country and particularly with the state government and also the Narcotics Control Bureau in their fight against substance abuse. We are privileged to have with us two distinguished guests, Sri Rakesh Chandra Shukla, Zonal Director of the Narcotics Control Bureau, Guwahati, and Ms. Sagarika Nath, IPS, Superintendent of Police, Sundargarh, Odisha. Thank you both for joining us today, and your experience in dealing with this very pertinent issue of drug abuse will definitely help us understanding the challenge closely. Let me begin stating that substance abuse at its core is a health issue. And it is equally important to realize that substance dependence is a disease. Particularly during this pandemic, this is really going to affect the human health much more critically. We need to handle the same sensitively and firmly also. We need to punish those who enter these educational institutes and supply these drugs for the young people, try to sell these drugs. These needs to be handled very firmly with strict punishments. However, the people who are caught into this abuse, as our student VP is telling, we need to handle them with love and care so that they can come out of this and lead a normal life. Students, when they join the institution like ours, are at their teens. They are very sharp, intelligent, and very curious about things around them. Curiosity is good, but at times curiosity gets them into trouble too. We have seen that happening again and again. Drug and alcohol use has therefore become very common among the young people. I think we all know that it is not very good to our body and mind, but still they do out of curiosity and then get addicted. Some youth start to use substances to help them cope with stress, anxiety, or depression, and we need to tell them that that is not the way to go. Some due to conflict at home and among their peers. So all these, there are ways and methods to handle this. And one such method is the yoga and meditation. Irrespective of the reason, there is no doubt that substance abuse has several negative effects. It distracts attention, leading to academic failure and poor social skills. And also it changes their overall attitude or personality. Youths are our future of our country. Substance abuse is a big challenge because good health and well-being of our youth is also closely related to the sustainable development of our nation. Sustainable Development Goal 3 emphasizes that healthy lives and promoting well-being at all ages is essential to bring the sustainable development. Currently, we are facing a global health crisis due to COVID-19 with a significant effect on lives of billions of people around the globe. This has also lingered upon almost more than 1.5 years. We all know that this pandemic is likely to have a profound impact on the lives of high-risk drug users. Hence, it is all the more important that we get up and together fight this menace. Let me also emphasize here that it's very important that we deal with these such students who are addicted to the drug with care. We at IITG understand and acknowledge the complexities involved in the assessment of and intervention of for young people and substance abuse disorders. We have therefore counselors, psychiatrists on campus who helps us in understanding their perspectives on the difficulties and also motivates them for changing their substance use behavior. We also have engaged your platform, which has psychiatrists at any time, anywhere, through their mobile phones. Students can talk to them, understand their problems, and then try to come out of these abusive behavior. But prevention is better than cure. All of us know that. So it is important that we prevent our youths from getting into these habits. So this is possible by providing them a firm foundation and generate awareness on the damage addiction can cause. The goal should be to prevent them from getting into such harmful activity that has substantial consequences before the consequences occur. To do this, one is accessibility of the drug to the community within the campus. So we should strictly ban the substance entering into our campuses. As an institute, we are committed to make IIT Guwahati a better place by eliminating drug misuse, drug availability, and also addressing the causes that leads to drug use. To install a feeling of responsibility within our students and contribute towards state's effort to fight this menace, IIT Guwahati is pleased to announce the inauguration of the club called Substance Abuse Awareness Club. This club will be with the Student Welfare Board and will be managed along with the Students' Gymkhana, and they will work together with our students' community to raise awareness against substance abuse and emphasize the hazards of drug addiction. I'm also very happy to see that the entire inaugural function of this club is organized by the Student Gymkhana, led by Sai Sumant and his team, and also guided by Professor Sonali Chauhan, Chairperson Welfare Board, and also the Associate Dean and Dean of Student Affairs. I thank all of you for giving this opportunity to address you on this very important day, which will bring a lot of relief for our students' community. I would like to end by reminding our youths, drugs takes your life away. So say no to drugs and live longer. Thank you. Now I would inaugurate this with a curtain, raise a curtain, which has been put by the students by sharing my slide to that. Okay, just be. So, Substance Abuse Awareness Club, IIT Guwahati, a club. This club will aim to have a substance-free, healthy society. Thank you.
Thank you, Director sir, for raising the curtain of this new club. Now I would like to ask Shri Rakesh Chandra Shukla, Zonal Director of Narcotics Control Bureau, Guwahati, to shed light on the importance of this club. Mr. Tasu was appointed as Chief Gazetted Officer of CPO 95 batch and joined CRPF in 1998. He has also served in various parts of the country and has served in Assam at the peak time of ULFA and DHD insurgencies. Sir, please. Hello, sir. Rakesh, sir.
Thank you so much. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Respected Professor T.G. Sitaram, Director IIT Guwahati, Professor V. Venkata Dasu, Dean Students Affairs, Professor Dalal, and all the dear students and respected speakers. I am privileged and thankful to Director IIT Professor Sitaram that he has taken a leap towards achieving a drug-free campus, for which Narcotics Control Bureau always strive for. As very clearly said by our Professor Director Sir, that our students are sharp, intelligent, they are the future of this nation, and they have some adventurous attitude also. Sometimes this type of adventurous attitude may lead towards the experimenting with drugs or going towards drug abuse. And awareness is one and only way to contain and control, other than the other three-pronged strategies of the government of India and government of state to contain and control the drug in the society. Out of these strategies, one is the supply reduction, means stopping the supply chain, for which all the drug law enforcement agencies are working, including Narcotics Control Bureau. Another important aspect is the stopping the making the people aware towards the drug abuse. That is the drug awareness for which we are today. And third one is the harm reduction, for which if somebody is addicted, then as very clearly said by Director Sir, that we must handle them with love and care instead of with some hard brutalities. So that is the harm reduction, for which we have the de-addiction centers, medical practitioners, and affection and love of the families and colleagues as well as other society members. I will not take much time, and I would like to have my presentation, because today being a World Drug Day, I've got some more programs also today. So I will take little time and I will start with my presentation. Before I will start my presentation, I will again pay my gratitude and thanks to Director Sir that he has taken a great initiative in inaugurating this club, which will go a long way in creating this great institution, one of the most prestigious institution of the country, our drug-free campus. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. You have to understand, my dear friends and students, I would just like to have the little overview of the drug and what is drug and what is our relationship with the drug. I will not take much time. I am little short of time, so I will please bear with my little speed. Next time when we have since the club has been opened, we will keep on frequently meeting and we'll have the more online as well as offline awareness programs. And this is what is the drug we have to understand. This is our presentations. Pardon?
Sir, please make it full screen. Please make it full screen.
Okay.
You may go to slideshow and.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We have to understand what is the drug. Drug is a chemical substance which affects the central nervous system by inducing intoxication. Important point is intoxication. And what makes it? Makes a change in the mental function. What is the drug? Drug includes the narcotics drug, as you all know, heroin, cocaine, charas. Psychotropic substances is also another purely chemical drugs, that is amphetamine, LSD and all. Medicinal drugs, which has got some medicinal use, but people start abusing it, like ketamine and all. Volatile solvents, which is not for any drug use, like inhalants, thinner and all, but unfortunately people are using it. Doping agents, for enhancing the body capacity for the sports activities. That must be completely banned. I agree and I support and I respect what our director had said in his inaugural session, that we must ban drug completely. We must ban drug completely. The ingredient of drug also have some positive utilities, like morphine is a drug of choice, codeine used as a decongestant, and sedatives and tranquilizers for the treatment of anxiety and sleep disorder. But when abused, it causes stupor, coma, convulsion, and death. These are the type of the drugs based on origin, based on action, like the natural, which is a plant-based, semi-synthetic, which has some chemical substance from the natural plant-based and made another substance, like you can call morphine, heroin, and all. Synthetic, it's a purely chemical substance like amphetamine, LSD, ketamine, and all. It has got three effects you can call depressant. It has the depressive effect, stimulating effect, and hallucinogens. These are the natural drugs: opium poppy, cannabis, coca, semi-synthetic, morphine, heroin, cocaine. These are purely synthetic: LSD, ketamine, amphetamine. This has got some effect. Hallucinogens, they distort the mind, create false sensory experiences, and distort your perception of reality. I will repeat, perception of reality. They are known as the important, highly used drugs, performance enhancing drugs. They give user a brief but intense high, but it has got a wide bad effects. Depressant, most widely abused drug in the world. They affect in a number of the ways. Like, I will not discuss the drug economy because anyway it is going to affect the country very widely. Drug scenario. This is the trend. You are finding there I will say all the age group is affected, but normally most of the 15 to 16 or 64 years is the most affected area. India is flanked by the Golden Crescent on the west and Golden Triangle on the east. I will just repeat. What are the Golden Crescent? Pakistan, Iran, and Afghanistan, and Golden Triangle is the Myanmar, Laos, and Thailand, which control these two main sources of over 90% of the world's illicit supply of opium. These are the some data. It has got not much of the. Then we have the synthetic drug like methamphetamine, popularly known in the market as a speed, ice, chalk, meth, crystal, crank, fire, glass, like that. LSD, acid, boomers, yellow sunshines, like that. Pharmaceutical drugs, codeine-based, diazepam, nitrazepam, ketamines. Trend, how this is being used. Injecting drugs. Buprenorphine is commonly injected. Bad effect, HIV, hepatitis C. Spread of drug abuse to the rural area, another cause of major concern for the country. Polydrug use. This is the most difficult part, and a special request to our student community. Never go to trap. Polydrug use means you are taking one drug or multi-drug at a time. Formerly they have started with the liquor, they are adding the cannabis and sometimes heroin and n number of the experiments. Now the important part which we wanted to discuss is the why we fall prey to the drug. Imitate friends. Since you are a student, you are in the student community, you have to understand. You have to imitate. Friends may imitate you for the drugs. You have to register it. Peer pressure has to be registered. Curiosity regarding drugs has got no value. You should not have any curiosity for drugs. There is a n number of the things in the world for which you can be curious. It's curious for your ambition. Be curious for your achievement. Be curious for your performance, not for the drug. Risk taking and rebellion should never be for the drug. It must never be resorted for the drug. You must have another lot of things for which you can be rebellion. Boredom should never be experimented with the drug. And I will again repeat, it has got no relaxing value. It is just symphonic way. Stress and anxiety, it is not going to solve by the drug. Please don't make experiment on this. Smoking. These are all the reasons, like peer pressure, curiosity, status symbol, influence of TV and film. Smoking is not a cool, I will repeat. Smoking is not a cool. Once you start it, it's hard to stop. There are n number of the harmful effects. Alcohol. You believe 25 lakh people are dying each year. Lot of short-term risks, injuries, aggression, risk, long-term neurological, psychiatric problems, social problems, family problems and all. What are the signs of drugs? It is for the important for our student community and our teachers especially. Dull looking, glassed eyes, drowsiness, running nose, coughing, needle marks and all. Some physical symptoms, weight loss, malnutrition, some form of acute aching, tremors, hallucinations, constant desire for junk food. Our students community, this is appeal for you. Irresponsible behavior, argumentative, lack of motivation, solitary behavior, lying, change in speech. Other symptoms, he will become secretive. For the student community and your friends, just understand these are the some symptoms. You can just take care of your friend. Secretiveness, falling grades, use of mouthwash, mint, gum, white specks on nostril or clothing, frequent trip to the bathroom, important signal, frequent trip to the bathroom. What are the cost of drugs? N number the social cost. Broken family, loss of reputation, peer group, social stigma and like that. Legal cost, N number of the road accident, domestic violence, crime. Health cost, HIV, hepatitis B, psychosomatic disorder, reduced immunity, premature death, miscarriages and stillbirth, unprotected STD and all. You can just see what the change has come after taking the drug and before. Productivity suffers at the workplace, loss of job, loss of earning, cost of treatment, psychological cost, low self-esteem, feeling loneliness, fear of abandonment, poor mental health, hepatitis B, psychosomatic disorder, trafficker, drug cartel, drug peddler, flesh traders like that. What can we all do? We can improve our healthy lifestyle, fitness, physical activity. What celebrities say, you just see, drug control, drug problem has become transnational. Sometimes loving your child means setting limits. Your home, school, college, office, community is no place. Party clean, party again, but not with drug. Value yourself. Drug abuse has potential to kill. Let us resolve not to let drug. Let us observe every day as a day against drug. Narcotic drug abuse destroys the freedom to think and all. Be warned that drugs are not cool. Be the best that you can be. Counseling is very important. Watch list for the parents and teachers, grades, friends, mood, appearance, eating, sleep, secretiveness, sickness, hidden trash. I am little fast because today we have got very less time, only 15 minutes, and we are running out of time. So please bear with me. And parents and teachers has to do a lot of, don't react impulsively, give the evidence, discuss with open mind, choose the right time and way to talk to children. Encourage children to become involved, especially for the teachers. This is all for teachers also. Use experience to guide your child, build a strong bond with your child. Set clear rules for conduct and consistently enforce them. Explain your child that you are expect him to succeed and live a healthy life. Role of lot of de-addiction center, rehabilitation center, workplace, peer groups, and there's a lot of community awareness. This much was very fast, but I have got another work, so maybe please bear with me. With this, I will again appeal to all your clubs. Please be aware, make aware your students, your friends. I appeal to the teachers, honorable director, sir, and we'll keep on meeting and keep awareness. And this is my appeal to the students, teacher, and parents also, that please, drug is not cool, it kills. Please do not resort it. Thank you so much.
Sir,
Yes, we are coming.
Once it is flagged up, then I'll proceed to.
Yeah, we'll come.
Destination, sir. Thanks.
I will request director, sir, and I may be spared and excused. I got another program, so I may be leaving. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Now I would like to invite Professor Sonali Chauhan, Chairperson Welfare Board, to present her views and show the motive of the club.
Thank you, Aditya. First of all, I would like to thank our director, Professor Sitaram sir, Dean of Students Affairs, Professor V.V. Dasu, Associate Deans, Professor Amresh and Professor Anamika, our eminent speakers, Sri Rakesh Chandra Shukla, Zonal Director NCB, Guwahati, and Ms. Sagarika Nath, SP Sundargarh, Odisha. Last but not the least, our student community and colleagues to grace the occasion of the inauguration of Substance Abuse Awareness Club of Students Welfare Board on the occasion of International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. So we at IIT Guwahati in Students Welfare Board are committed to the total development of the students of IIT Guwahati, and we implement different programs and activities designed to nurture and develop the mind, body and spirit. We achieve these goals through various students clubs. I'll go through in brief what clubs we have. So we have Sathi Counseling Service Club, which does the hand holding in the tough time of the students, whether it is due to their personal issues or due to their professional pressure. We also have an academic initiative club which assists students in learning at their pace and in their way. This club also implements peer mentorship, in which senior students handholds the junior students and help them throughout. Rights and Responsibility Club sensitizes them about the human rights, including issues of ragging, harassment, and discrimination, and also makes them aware of internal bodies which are already there, their functioning, for example, Internal Complaint Committee, and makes them aware of their responsibilities as well. Red Ribbon Club is there to eliminate myths and misconceptions about HIV/AIDS, STI, STD, and such taboo diseases. We also have a social service club which is involved in public service. It runs literacy program for the children around the area in the IIT, around the IIT Guwahati, and has an aim of zero illiteracy zone. It helps needy people, organizes time to time blood donation camps, tree plantation activities, and also takes part in Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. In Youth Empowerment Club, we aim to build the self-esteem of the student, the activities to enhance their communication, decision-making skills, and to make them independent thinkers. And today, we have got another feather in our cap with this inauguration of Substance Abuse Awareness Club. The theme of this year's Anti-Drug Day, International Drug Day, is share facts on drugs and save lives. So I also would like to share one fact here. In this picture on the top row, in one study, the normal activity brain has been mapped. With more yellow and red zones, it shows more activity for a normal brain. Then the second row shows the cocaine abuser after 10 days. So we see that not much of the activity has been regained. And even after 100 days on the last row, we can see that it has still not reached to the normal level of the top row. So this memory of the drug is killing. And with the objective to eradicate this illness from the community. The objective of our club is to educate students and society about the ill effects of the substance abuse and to take substance education and prevention measures. We think that proper education about such topics is the first step towards the goal. We plan various activities through this club. For example, we would like to run awareness programs against any kind of substance abuse during the introductory sessions of the fresher. When they come, at the same time, if they are made aware, they will not fall in the trap of drugs. Preparation of distribution of substance abuse awareness and education kit is also one of the activities we are planning. We will hold time-to-time lectures and talks with eminent personalities like today, working in the field to share their experiences and about hazardous nature of such habits. We also want to run mass campaigns against substance abuse and how it can adversely affect one's life. We will also organize time-to-time quizzes, poster competitions, and other activities so that students are involved and they will also spread the awareness continuously against the substance abuse. Thank you very much for your patient listening and being with us on this occasion. Thanks again.
A really informative presentation, Professor. Now I would like to invite Ms. Sagrika Nath, SP Sundargarh, Odisha, to take over the podium. She is an IAS officer of the 2016 batch and has previously served as ASP in Koraput.
Hello everyone, I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Good morning. I would like to first thank Professor T.G. Sitaram, Director IITG, and the rest of his team for inviting me here today to be presenting my views on this very important as well as less talked about topic. A lot of things has been said through the inaugural session. Many people have informed about what is substance abuse, why we should not be doing it, why, and many people have instructed that it should be banned, we should not be absolutely doing it. But I know today that I'm talking to a very informed and very intelligent community. You are the cream of our nation. You have made it to the IITs, and the students listening to me are definitely intelligent enough to be not told anything and to have a mind of their own. So I would not ask you to do or not do anything. I would just base my talk on a few simple questions. You all have been toppers till date. You all have had control of your lives. You all have had a lot of shining moments, a lot of topping the classes, be it 10th boards, be it 12th boards, or be it the IIT JEE examination, and you're still struggling and trying to top the semesters and the examination that you're having today. But so which basically means you guys love to be in control. So my question to you today is, are you okay in giving control of your life to any XYZ? If you are, only then you should think about going towards drugs. Because drugs is something which snatches away the control of your own life from your own hands, and you absolutely do not know what you are doing, what you need to do, and what actually happens to you physically as well as psychologically, and what happens to the loved ones around you. The second question that I would like to ask you today is, are you okay with giving all your or your parents' hard-earned money to the drug mafias that are controlling a considerable part of the economy today? Are you okay with giving them your money to buy their expensive villas, to buy their expensive cars, so that they can go on vacations? Are you okay with spending your hard-earned money for their benefit? And the third question today that I would like to ask you guys, but are you okay to see your own loved ones in pain? Because when you do drugs, and through the talk I would be explaining more about it, uh, the rate of the repercussions of the drugs are huge. I'll just tell you the facts, and I'll let you choose what you want to do. I would not tell you what you should or should not do. You are very smart people, and I know you'll definitely choose the right way out. So let's just have a small summary of what substance abuse actually is. So basically, what's a substance, first of all? There are many kinds. So 5 major kinds are there. Either they are a central nervous system depressants. So basically, somebody is sad. So it's basically a medication kind of thing. Then there are central nervous system stimulants. So it excites you. It gives you energy. It modulates your motor system. So then there are hallucinogens, which basically makes you take to a different level and make you think that you are living in a different world altogether. Then there are certain performance enhancers or inhalants. And when these things, which are at times medicinal, which are at times mixed in a particular proportion in certain medicines, are not put to the right use, that's substance abuse. It's abused in a way. So what happens if there is substance abuse? The first stage is substance use disorder. What is substance use disorder? Basically, what happens is when the body reacts to the presence of a given amount of drug, and it diminishes over time, the reaction of the body diminishes over time, then your body has become tolerant to the drug. The next stage is physical dependence on the drug. So after your body has become tolerant to the drug, gradually the body will start needing that drug to feel normal. And if it doesn't feel normal that day, then it will go to the withdrawal stage. And the withdrawal stage can range from just being irritating to life-threatening. So how do we know if we are addicted to a drug or not? How do we understand? Rakesh sir, just prior to me, gave a very elaborative talk on this, but because of his time constraint, he could not explain it in very much detail. But I'll just tell you there are 3 major things that you need to look into to know if somebody is addicted or if you yourself are addicted, because there are times when we also do not realize that we have become addicted to this drug. So the first and foremost is the physical changes, that there will be drastic weight loss or weight gain for that matter. There will be change in the appearance. There will be change in the hygienic conditions. The pupils will be dilated or constricted. Eyes will be red most of the time. You'll have slurred speech. You'll have difficulty in motor coordination. These are the physical changes. Then there are the psychological changes. What are the psychological changes? You'll be very angry most of the times. You'll be irritated. There will be huge aggression. There will be rapid mood changes. There's chances of being paranoid most of the time. Then there comes the social changes. So we talked about physical changes, then psychological changes, then we have certain social changes. What are social changes? So you'll find new group of friends. You'll try to lie. You'll be secretive. And the most important thing, there will be an increase in certain kind of criminal activities. Why I'm telling you this? Because not because I know everything, not because I know all, but I'll just tell you a few anecdotes, what we have actually seen on the ground, and then I'll let you take a call on it. We have seen numerous kids fall into the trap of drug abuse just by starting, they would have just started by peer pressure or by the urge to experiment or to know more or to have some fun or hallucinate. And then they're trapped in this vicious cycle of drug use where the supplier starts demanding more and more money and increases the frequency of drug usage, by which what happens is basically there comes a day when the legitimate form of money that they have is not enough for them to buy the drugs. So what do they do next? These are the set of people who turn towards crime. So we have seen that there is a huge correlation between drug use and criminal activities. So people, when they do not have, so now you are not in control of your body anymore. You are not in control of your mind anymore. So what is happening? You want those drugs. You crave for those drugs. Otherwise, the body goes to a withdrawal and it's very, very extremely painful without any help. So the target of the individual, of the young individuals particularly, turn from drug usage towards criminal activities, which is a serious concern. And it's not just uneducated and illiterate people, slum dwellers, or any such kind of people who do drugs. We have practically seen and experienced BTech graduates who have fallen into the trap of drugs, move towards crime to have that extra income to be able to do drugs again. And do you understand the viciousness of this cycle? It starts from you just experimenting, and it then moves on to a very difficult situation in which you really, really do not know or do not understand, and you are drawn towards crime and this criminal syndicate. What for? Just to give you all your hard-earned money to these drug mafias so that they can go on vacation, so that they can buy beautiful cars and beautiful villas. What is the stage of escalation of these drugs? When it has started with minor curiosity, people start mostly with pain thinners, dendrite glues, minor inhalants. Then they see that weed is the next in thing. And I have seen numerous people telling me that cannabis should be legalized. It's a cool thing to do. It's okay. It's not that harmful. Fine. Maybe, may not be. It's open to discussion. I'm not quoting on that. But please understand, does it stop there? Does the buck stop there? Does it stop at weed? From weed, people graduate. So let me use this word. From weed, people graduate to higher drugs like coke and meth. Then they go towards injections and the higher level of inhalants. And then they go towards, when they do not get it, they go towards withdrawal. And then when they cannot overcome the pain of withdrawal, they go towards crime. So this range of escalation, the more higher quality of drug that you take, the more repercussions it has on your health, on your nervous systems, on your physical self. And overall, it deteriorates one individual's personality and capability to take the right decisions at the right point of time. How does the drug behave on your body? It creates drowsiness. It creates confusion. A lot of time it creates almost complete memory loss also. There's hallucinations, there's conversions, the body's fatigued most of the time. There's nausea, there's vomiting, you have huge weight loss, and at times there's sexual dysfunctions. There's respiratory depressions. If somebody uses needles, then the issues are multifold again. If the needle is non-sterile, then it creates brain abscesses, skin abscesses, lung abscesses, the veins become collapsed at times. There's heart line inflammation, and of course, there's a chance of contracting the blood transmitted diseases like hepatitis, HIV/AIDS, and all. So these are the whole lot of things that actually may happen, could happen, and let me tell you, will surely happen if you take drugs. So I leave it on you to take a call, because it is you who have to choose to not use these drugs. We can only ban it. We can catch the big smugglers. We can catch the big traffickers. The Narcotics Control Bureau is doing an extremely great job. We at the state police are constantly in the endeavor to catch these kinds of people. Of course, we can regulate the supply side of the curve. But you are all educated and smart people. I'm pretty sure if we have your help, then we can also regulate the demand side of the curve. And only when we put a strong grasp on both the supply and demand side of this drug market, only then we can together be winners in this drive. And we cannot just individually use the Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act or the Prevention of Illicit Trafficking of Drugs Act to benefit anybody. We definitely need your support. But quite a lot of times we have seen people at times, they do not turn towards drugs just because of peer pressure. They turn towards drugs because they feel that they are in pain. They feel that they are having to perform a lot because the performance pressure exists, because they have to do the best, and that pressure becomes unbearable. And believe me, we all have been there. We all have seen difficult times, and we all have felt that what pain I am feeling, nobody else does, and my pain is unbearable, and nobody else can understand how I feel, and so they are nobody to tell me. Yes, we are nobody to tell me. But please understand that every individual has a grind of its own. There is pain both in professional as well as personal front, and I am pretty sure that you all who have made it till here are definitely smart enough to understand that you do not have to let this pain or this loneliness or this difficult times get the better of you. Because I would just end by a small thing by saying that tough times do not last, but tough people do. And by making it to this place, by making it to IIT Guwahati, you have proved that you're all tough kids. And I'm pretty sure that you will join hand together with the law enforcement to curb this menace of drugs, and so that we together can have a better society tomorrow. I'm very, very glad today that such kind of clubs have been opened in such reputed institutions. Because these are the only ways that the kids of today, the smart kids of today, can vent their feelings. Psychiatric counseling, support of friends, and the support of family as a backbone is very, very necessary in curbing the menace of drug trafficking. And I'm pretty sure that with the inauguration of clubs like these, we'll be having more discussions, more awareness, and more open thoughts about drug usage and the ill effects of it, so that together we can form a better society and not waste our money towards making the lives of drug mafias better, rather use it for having better control on our own lives and make our own lives better. Thank you so much. Wish you have a great future, and I'm pretty sure that you've made all your parents already proud, and I'm very sure that you'll be continuing to do that to keep their head held high. Thank you.
Thank you, Sagarika. Now, I would request all the dignitaries and speakers, please turn on their video so that we can take a photograph to commemorate this event.
Director sir.
Thank you. Now I would like to welcome Professor Amresh Dalal, Associate Dean Students Affairs, to present the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Aditya Pandey. A very good morning to everyone. Successful organization of an event demands selfless support from a varied group of individuals. It is a privilege and a great joy for me to extend a vote of thanks on this occasion. First and foremost, we would like to express our sincere gratitude to Professor T.G. Sitaram, Director of IIT Guwahati, for kindly accepting our invitation to address this occasion despite his busy schedule. He has been the driving force behind this whole process. We extend our sincere thanks to Sri Rakesh Chandra Shukla, General Director of Narcotics Control Bureau, Guwahati, for his presence here and for accepting our invitation to deliver the talk. I also express my sincere thanks to Ms. Sagarika Nath, IPS, SP Sundargarh, Odisha, for kind acceptance of our invitation to deliver the talk. We would like to express gratitude to Dean Students Affairs, Associate Dean Students Affairs, Chairperson Welfare Board, Vice President Students Gymkhana Council, and General Secretary of Students Welfare Board, and all staffs in Students Affairs for helping us in organizing this event. We'd also like to acknowledge the support received from the Dean Public Relations and the staff members from Public Relations Office in managing the online platform and in publicizing the event in social media. We also thank all the members of Students Gymkhana Council and Students Web Committee for their support. The final thanks obviously to all the students, faculty colleagues and staffs who are attending this event. Once again, thank you very much to all who assembled here. Thank you very much.
Thank you all the dignitaries and speakers, and this brings us to the end of the event. Thank you everyone for joining in, and we hope you like the event. Thank you. End of the event. Thank you everyone for joining in, and we hope you like the event. Thank you.